shot away. It's a brilliant shot. Daniel Sturridge.
Welcome back, Glenn. What's your manager's report for that half?
Well, the fact that you know, Sturridge has really put the game out of Peru, I think, out of Peru's arm's length, really. I think it was okay. I think the performance wasn't great. I think it was a bit stop-start. There was no intensity to the game, to England's performance. I think we struggled to get behind them, but it was always a game I felt that we were going to beat Peru, whatever team we put out. But I think, you know, Sturridge getting his goal proves to me that he doesn't have to play at his very best to score, and that's the sort of player we need for England in the World Cup. He can make the difference with the goal that he's popped up, not playing particularly well.
I mean, not many players, Theo, get 3 cracks at the cherry with big clubs. Didn't quite work out at Chelsea, Man City, then Liverpool suddenly comes good. What is it about him now, do you think?
I think he has a great relationship with Brendan Rodgers. I think Brendan has given the opportunity for him to play in his best position as well. Play with freedom. Danny's the sort of player who just loves to, you know, go out there, express himself. He loves to come in short. He always likes to shoot. He's quite greedy at that at times, but like I say, his goal tally speaks for itself. He's been fantastic this year. I think it does help. Like you playing with Suarez, but you know, you've got the likes of Rooney, and like Glenn said, if you don't have to play particularly well, if you get a goal, you'll be judged on that.
Nobody ever won a tournament without a player who could score a goal out of nothing, and that is what we had with this goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think exactly. I think the quick throw-in is very important. That will become very crucial come the World Cup stage with the multi-ball system. We've seen another ball come out there, and he always likes to come inside. And yeah, he's stuck in the top bins there, and it's a great finish.
There's balls everywhere on this goal. I mean, one gets thrown on, but you can't take it away from Sturridge. I mean, that's the type of goal he gets, out of nothing, a little bit of awareness from the throw-in, and then he's prepared to take things on, and he takes that on. It's absolutely sublime.
I mean, we are pioneering this new tactic of distracting the opposition with by throwing extra balls on the pitch.
I think we see 3 in the end. I mean, Johnson's got one, the ball boy throws one, then another one comes on the left. One of the players goes and tackles it in the end.
It'd be interesting to see whether it's multi-ball at the World Cup or not.
Yeah.
You know, that goal might have been chalked off if that's the case in the World Cup, because you can't play with 3 balls on a pitch.
You were quite admiring of the way the Peruvians were playing, were setting up. It's quite a neat formation.
In a way, I think Roy would be quite pleased that they've set this shape up, because Italy have played it at times, and they might come up against Italy playing this shape. When they're in possession, they've got a 3 and a 4 in midfield, spread across, and then a 3 up front, which is slightly different than what England would have come up against in the qualifiers. So, in many ways, for Roy and the team afterwards to analyse that, that's going to be quite interesting for them, because teams in the World Cup will play this shape.
I think it has been a good test, because they haven't got it right all the time in England. I think they got sucked into playing too many short balls. Sooner or later, you've got to hit the ball in behind. If teams are pressing, which at times Peru did press, Henderson here gets loads of space. What he wants now is a ball to feet, or he wants a ball over the top. He gets the one to feet, plays it. That surely releases the space behind. When he looks up again, 2 players coming towards the ball. That's where the space is. At some point, exploit that, because defenders want to come tight. If you start pushing them back, then all of a sudden they puts them in 2 minds. They get a ball again here. This is Lallana. There's the run. There's the space. Welbeck's on his bike. All he's got to do is lay it off. Do it quickly. The space is there. Utilise it. Play it off. Rooney will see that, but they just take a little bit too much time. And by the time they've done that, look where the space is now. There's no space at all behind. In the end, Rooney hits a big, long, hopeful ball, and they clean it up too easily.
It's a principle of midfield players. If you've got midfield players that can play with their head up, they've got time on the ball, you should be spinning.
Yeah.
You should be getting in behind. They need a face-up. They need a wall to play to, feet, if they're being closed down, tightly marked, so they can play round the corner. But if you've got your head up as a midfield player, you want strikers to come to the walls and spin.
Yeah.
You do it all the time when you play.
Yeah, no, exactly, and it opens the space for Wayne in the position, and it stretches them, and you know that's what you need to do. You need to stretch them come the World Cup.
Okay, the second half's coming up. Before that, here's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Listen up, because this is your chance to get to the World Cup final. Courtesy of Continental, we're giving you the chance to win 4 tickets to the World Cup final in Brazil on Sunday the 13th of July, plus £10,000 in cash. We'll fly you and 3 mates to Brazil for an amazing sporting experience. You'll be put up for 2 nights in Rio with accommodation and get to soak up some real World Cup flavour. For your chance to win the ultimate football experience, just text the word FINAL to 65554. Text costs £1.50 plus 1 standard standard network rate message. You can also enter for free at the website. Entrants must be 18 or over. All entry routes close at 5 p.m. on the 11th of June 2014, and the winner will be contacted later that day. Entries made after this time will not be counted but may still be charged. Good luck.